Hey Hope students, so if you've been online or you've just been hearing the news or watching the news, you've definitely heard the term COVID-19 or what they're calling the coronavirus. Basically what it is it's very similar to the flu in its symptoms and how it makes people feel, but it's more dangerous because it spreads a whole lot easier. See, people haven't really encountered this virus before, so our bodies aren't as prepared as they normally are for other sicknesses. So what this means is that the government is putting some regulations in place to try to slow the spread of the virus down. One of those regulations is that in Virginia, we can't meet with groups of more than 10 people. And thankfully we have more than 10 students that come here, but unfortunately that means that we're not going to be able to meet like normal. So on Sunday nights when we normally are meeting, we're not going to be meeting for at least the next 2 Sundays. So what does this mean? Well, now, thankfully with technology, I'm going to be able to use Instagram Live to bring that lesson to your home. So at 7 o'clock on Sunday nights, I will be teaching the same lesson that I normally would be teaching right here in the youth space. But instead, you'll be able to watch it from home. You'll also be able to comment and respond to whatever I'm saying, or if you have a question, and I'll be able to see those responses and respond back to you. That's pretty amazing, and I'm very thankful for it in a time like this. The other thing is that we're not going to be able to have our normal small group meetings like we do after lessons. So what this means is I'm going to be communicating with your small group leaders to make sure that they have the contact information that they need to be able to stay in touch with you for these next 2 weeks. If you don't have your small group leader's number or a way to contact them, you can always contact me directly through the Hope Students Instagram page. I'll be watching for messages and making sure that I'm responding to those as well. And you can even, send a message and ask for the contact info of your small group leader, and I'll be glad to get you in touch with them. For the parents that might be watching this, you're still going to get your family guide on Sundays. So when you hear the lesson with your student on Sunday night, you'll have a family guide as you normally do to be able to have these conversations with them. You'll be able to see the verses that we went over and some, discussion topic ideas for the week. So that'll go exactly as it normally does. And so this also gives us kind of an interesting situation. We've never experienced something like this, and it can sometimes cause panic and cause people to feel really uncomfortable. So if you're feeling that way, we want you to know that you can always call me, or you can call one of your small group leaders and tell them exactly how you're feeling. We would love to talk to you about that. But also remember, it gives us a unique opportunity to demonstrate a biblical principle. See, a lot of times we think of the church as the 4 walls here. We think about the fact that when we go to church, we're done with church after youth group or after main service. When in reality, what it is that when we accept Jesus into our heart and Jesus has saved us through his death and resurrection, we now are able to be the church outside of these 4 walls. See, we're able to still have that biblical community with each other in spite of the fact that we're not going to be able to meet. So I encourage you to still be communicating with us and communicating with each other and holding each other accountable biblically. One of the great ways to do this is there's a free app called the YouVersion Bible app. I use it all of the time. It's free, and there are free devotions on there, and there are a ton of Bible translations, almost more than you can even imagine to use. So you can add all of your friends on that app, and you can do devotions with each other. So I would encourage your small groups to go ahead and start some sort of devotion with each other for these next 2 weeks at least. I would love to hear about how y'all are doing that, and if any of you want to start one with me, go ahead and add me. I have the app, and I would love to do a devotion with you. So don't be discouraged. When we get back together, it's going to be awesome, and we're going to be able to appreciate it more than ever. But make sure that you're maintaining this biblical community with each other. Be in Scripture and be in prayer so that we can show people what it looks like to have peace through Jesus, even in a really difficult and confusing time. Thanks for watching this video. I love you guys, and I can't wait to be with you again. See ya.